Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series, where I'm working with you step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. I have lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets which you can download in US letter or A4, and they accompany each step of this series. You'll find a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also find out about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and hints on how to best be prepared for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time on exam day. So if you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel and share out the videos. And now we're going to continue with the 2019 Grade 3 Practice Paper B. So if you turn with me to page 8, we can begin with question 3. So I'm hoping you've had a go of this, and now we'll check through this together. Now here we've got some work to do on scales, and so before we get going on this, I would recommend that you just write out your major and minor keys. You only need to go up to 4 for this grade, so you wouldn't need to keep going the whole way through, but I do suggest that you work through the circle of fifths and just write down your major and minor key signatures, and that way you've done all of your thinking in one go, and then you can just keep referring to this instead of keep having to think it over and over. If you're not sure how to go about this circle of fifths, if you look on my video, I'll put a link in the cards and in the description to the circle of fifths, and it just makes your work so much easier. So I'll be referring to that. So we're asked for a couple of things here. We're asked to add the correct clef and then accidentals, not a key signature, accidentals, to make the scale of F sharp, melodic minor, and notice that we're descending. So first job is adding the correct clef. So for this to be F sharp minor of any sort, it must begin and end on F sharp. And for that to be the case, it might be easier to look at the end rather than the beginning with these ledger lines. And that tells us that we're in bass clef, good boys deserve football. So it has to be bass clef, otherwise that'd be a D, and then that wouldn't make sense. So bass clef, and that's the first job done. Now then, the accidentals are in lieu of a key signature, so we need to be aware of what the key signature would be. And we can see that F sharp minor is related to A major, which has a key signature of F, C, G sharps. It's just a matter of revising these, but if you just jot down your circle of fifths, it's job done straight away. So we want a key signature or accidentals of F, C, G sharp. So then, if this isn't the clef of your choice, you could always just sketch underneath. Remember, we're counting F, G, A upwards, B, there's our middle C, D, E, F. Do whatever you need to just clarify your thinking. You can always rub these out again afterwards. So now we're going to put the key signature in, and I put it in order of key signature rather than an order of note, just so I don't get lost and forget one. So F sharp's going to occur twice because we begin and end on that one. C sharps, and then G sharps. Now the melodic minor in the ascending form has the raised 6th and 7th, but the melodic minor in the descending form just comes down in accordance with the key signature. So there's nothing else for us to do there. We've now completed that question. Moving on, so now we've got to write out the notes. We're writing whole notes, semi-breve, so we don't have to worry about stems, and we're writing 1 octave of E flat major ascending. We're going up, and this time we need a key signature, and we're already told to write it in the treble clef. So I'm going to do the key signature first, and again, because I've got my circle of fifths written out, I know that E flat major has a key signature of B flats, E flats, and A flats. So it's just a matter of remembering that or writing it down, positioning it correctly for the correct clef, and then we're ascending, so I'm starting on the low E, every good boy, and now scale literally means step, so we're going line, space, line, space, stepping up, to E again, E flat of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's our octave, and the space is spelled face, F-A-C-E, so we know we've not gone wrong. So that's soon done. Let's move on to the next question. So in question 4, again, we've got some key signatures to consider, but this time in relation to tonic triads. So we need to name the key of each of these tonic triads. Watch out for your clef, and it could be major or it could be minor. However, the big clue is that it's a tonic triad, so the lowest note has to be the tonic. And so we're in bass clef, so that's an A. Good boys deserve football always, that's an A. So it has to be A something. It's either A major or it's A minor. Now A minor is related to C major, and if you're not sure, if you've got them all written down, all the thinking's done for you. So C major and A minor have no sharps or flats, whereas A major has a key signature of F sharps, C sharps and G sharps. And so this C sharp here has to be explained by the fact that it's A major, because A minor wouldn't have that C sharp. So the next one, still in the bass clef, so our tonic here is G, good boys deserve. So we've got to be either G major or G minor. Now G major has F sharps. That wouldn't explain the B flat here, but G minor is related to B flat major, which has got B flats and E flats. And so that explains the B flat there. This is G minor. Now we're moving to the treble clef. So we have a middle C here, of course it's C sharp. So we're in C sharp something or other. Now C sharp minor is related to E major, and it has 4 sharps, F, C, G, D. F, C, G, D sharps. And that would then explain the C sharp and the G sharp. So it's C sharp minor. Let's press on. So into the treble clef still we go. Every good boy deserves. It's D something. So now we need to decide if it's D major or D minor. D major has a key signature of F sharps and C sharps. There is no F sharp there, so it can't be major. It has to be minor, which is related to F major, which has B flats. There is no B here to flatten, so that explains the absence of anything. So it's D minor. It can't be D major because that should be F sharp otherwise. And then finally back into the bass clef. So here, this is, if you're struggling with your ledger lines, we know that this is a G, good boys deserve. So G, F, E, counting backwards, it's an E something. Now E minor is related to G major, which only has F sharps in the key signature, which won't explain this G sharp here, E, F, G, A, B. It's a G sharp. Now then, E major does have a key signature of 4 sharps, F, C, G, D sharp. So the G sharp can be explained by the fact that it's a major key. So there we go. Few steps of process of elimination and we get there. And now moving on to the next question. So we're now asked to rewrite this melody an octave higher, and we're also changing from bass clef to treble clef. Now we've got to be careful, we only go an octave higher, not too far the other way, staying exactly in the pitch that they've asked us to do so. And so to make sure we don't go wandering off into random octaves, what we do is we keep middle C as our anchor point. And if you just visualise a piano keyboard, if you imagine the treble comes down and meets the bass in the middle, so the treble and bass meet, middle C is at the bottom of the treble, the top of the bass, so it's at the top of the bass, the bottom of the treble. So here we have the G below middle C, C, B, A, G, and so to be writing an octave higher, we need to be writing to the G above middle C, C, D, E, F, G. So that's our starting note. Once we've done that, we've done all the hard thing, we just need to keep moving our intervals down. So counting the given note, you always count the given note. We've got to go 1, 2, 3, 4 steps down to D. 1, 2, 3, 4, that takes us to D. And then down 1, 2, 3. So we're going to have to go 1, 2, 3, the other side of the ledger line. That's the B below middle C. Now we're going to go back up 1, 2, 3, 4 to the E. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the E. Down 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That takes us to middle C, and we can see that we've gone exactly an octave higher there. Put a dot there. Now down 1, 2, 3. So C, B, A, 1, 2, 3, the A below middle C. Notice that I'm just putting the note heads in at the moment. I've got enough to be thinking about. I'll worry about stems afterwards. Let's just get the blobs in the right place. So now we're going to be going down 1, 2, 3, even further, a third lower. So we're going to have to really get the ledger lines going. So we were here on this 1, 2 is the space, 3 is the next ledger line down. That's the C, B, A, G, F, below middle C. So we're actually writing that note in the treble clef, the F below middle C. Now we're going to go back up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's just double check ourselves. We've done this note before, so we should be in the same place. So it's a sort of a double triple check there. Stepping upwards, and again we've done this note before, so we can check that we're right. Stepping upwards, again we've done, have we done this note before? No, not quite. And then up a third, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we should be one note higher than where we started, and we are, so that's correct. Good news. Stepping up. Now up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the D. That's the D above middle C, and so we're an octave higher. Back down a third to where we've just come from. Back down a third to the G, and now we've done this one before, right at the very beginning, and so we know we're correct. And then here we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a whole octave down to G. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that should be one note higher than this one. So that's correct. There we go. So that's the thinking, and now we've just got to worry about the stems. Now everything here, up till here, we'll worry about that afterwards, is below the middle line. So all the stems are going to be pointing upwards. So just making sure we put the tails in the right place. So these will be beamed together. Not quite made it there. There we go. Now then, we've got a decision to make here, because this and this can go either way because it's the middle line. This is 3 notes above and should come down. This one is 3 notes below and should go up. So it's kind of a 50-50 split. I'm going to just choose to have them coming down. And then there's our final note, G. So let's just double check this through. Down, down, D. There we go. Yep, that's correct. That's that question completed. We'll look at the next question in the next video. I do hope that's helpful to you. I hope it's helping you to get to grips with your studies. I hope that you're enjoying it. I certainly am. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated, and please do share out the videos. And also please do browse around sharonbill.com and have a look at all of the resource and information that's available to help you there. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.